What's up my Frutigers? Frutiger Aero Tower has upgraded and completely overhauled the map. Now that video I made featuring it is now completely outdated. First of all, the lobby is updated. In the grass fields, the PNG images are gone. They replaced them with actual models. Now there is a new clothing store, and some aesthetic rest areas, a Frutiger Metro clothing store, and a Coil store, overseen by a glossy noob. You can try the clothes on by the way, and you can buy them too if you spend a small amount of Robux. And listen, these shirts are cool, look at this. And this. But none of them quite fit my style. And these coils? They cost orbs instead. And in order to get those orbs, you have to actually play the obbies, the towers. The towers are not visible from the lobby, but that's okay, honestly. Because now there are 4 stages instead of 3. There is the first one, which doesn't have a name, and is blue or something. This one is insanely easy. And like I explained last time, you absorb white orbs, which increases your orb count. Platform jump climbing disappearing platforms death bars. Try not to fall. The game is quite merciful with the occasional checkpoints. And when you finish the stage, on top, there is a yellow orb, which gives you several orbs. The next stage is Aqua Aero, which puts you in an immersive underwater landscape. Wow. This is why I don't mind the towers not being visible. Now the obby is just much better looking. The next is Frutiger Eco, which has trees, wind turbines, and an empty green screen. Okay, this stage needs some work, but the obby is really cool, I guess. The last one, Frutiger Metro, is full of 2000s vector graphics. Made 3D. Now I feel like I should talk about the coils, now that I've gotten enough orbs. The red one is the speed coil, it makes you run faster. Oh, and it should be mentioned that you can't keep the coils after you leave the game. Just a warning, you can keep the orbs though. The speed coil isn't that useful honestly, these obbies have platforms spaced perfectly so that you can jump between them, and a speed boost makes you just over jump the gaps a lot of the time. And it doesn't even make you run that much faster, so I don't honestly think it's worth the 15 orbs. The blue coils however, is the jump boost coil and this thing is OP as hell, I tell you. It allows you to jump pretty high and therefore go through obstacles much faster. One feature of the obbies are the jump boost. Once you fit one of these with the jump coil, you jump so high you basically just skip entire sections of the obby, and you can finish the hardest course in the game very quickly. Let me prove it. That was my best for now. I'm sure some people can do better than me. Let me give you a challenge. If you can speedrun Frutiger Metro Tower or better yet this entire game with the blue coil, the fastest of them will be featured on a later video. Yeah, that's all I've got for now. Goodbye my Frutigers.